Back at it again today. Come outside, I've had a bit of a think overnight and a discussion with Amit. We're going to join these two cams together, and I think that's going to give us plenty of height for a floor lamp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have a bit of a clean up. There's not much here, so I'll do it before it gets too bad. And then I'm going to machine the aluminium for this and for this. I'd rather do it before I bolt it together, before I put it all together. So I think I'll get that done. There'll be a little bit of machining to fuck around with today, but that's okay. Then we'll see how we go for time from there. I may even try and I'll take those gears off, that one and that one. They'll go into my little collection down the bottom there. Trying to clean this up. It's going to be a bit hard to try and get them so they both look the same. So I think the only way I'm going to achieve that is to sandblast both of them and then polish the journals and the lobes in the lathe. I can get these in the lathe, just fit in the lathe. So, you know, makes me wish that I'd spent, it would have cost me an extra, I think $2 grand to get something slightly bigger, and I probably should have. Would have been longer, would have had a bigger throat size, and adjustable feed rates. Like, so you don't have to change gears on the fucking thing, but you live and learn, eh? Same with the mill, you know, if I'd spent another, probably I think it was another $3.5 grand, I could have got a Bridgeport style mill with a table that goes up and down rather than the head, and adjustable speeds. So, you know, you got more than six speeds. This thing's only got six speeds, that's it there. But, you know, it is what it is. I got it when I first retired, and figuring that that'd be more than enough for me just to tinker with, but I didn't realise then I was going to be making man cave furniture and dealing with big things. So, anyway, you can only piss with the dick you got, right? So I'm going to have a bit of a clean up, and I'll bring you back a bit later on. Stay tuned. Gearing out, I changed the 32 tooth drive on the lead screw to 40 tooth, and it's handling it a bit better. The only problem going to be now is doing these front faces is going to take fucking forever, because your cross is half your longitudinal, so probably could go a little bit slower on this as well, but see how we go. Should be fine. At least I can take slightly bigger cuts now. Of course, if I slowed it down a little bit, I get a little bit more power out of it. That's, you know, I'll end up taking fucking forever too. you can see it's running out there where I stalled it before, and it moved the fucking, and that's tight, it's all the way to the so it stalled the machine out. 62 and a half. I want it down to about 60, but it doesn't have to be overly precise. Might leave it at that actually. Might leave it at that. What I'll do is I'll drill a hole in it and then I'll reface the front later on. Come on, out you come. This tailstock has never worked properly since I took it off the machine. But anyway, let's see, get something decent. That's better. That was far more drama than it ever fucking needed to be. Righto, now I'm going to do a little bit more. I'll bring you back when I'm near done. Righto, I've got it done. I was going to bring you back a little bit earlier, but fuck it. I'll get it knocked over. You've seen machining before. So, had a couple of minor dramas, but when I was trying to part it off, I tried to part this end off, and even with a slow speed, it jammed, stopped the lathe and moved this again. So I had to very gingerly get it back into place and commence to part it without using the feed, which was time consuming, but that's how it's come up. That doesn't look too bad. It fits on there nicely. There we go. I'm going to secure, that'll have grub screws on the inside of it, on there to lock that into place. So I'll put the grub screws in, slide that up like that, tighten them up, and then drop that over the top. So there, that's come up alright, but I think that's going to be all I can do today, because regardless of big plans, I just realised I've got stuff I've got to go and do in town. So I'm going to go and get that knocked over, and we'll probably get back into it tomorrow. But I might even have enough in this on the camera to upload something for today. Well, I'll upload it today, but I won't publish it today. I'll publish it tomorrow. So there we go. That's going to come up alright, I think. Next, I'm leaning towards actually pushing to get this one finished first, because it shouldn't take too long. It should move pretty quickly. I mean, I've got to pull it out and degrease it all properly. That's all I'm going to do with this. I'm just going to clean it up and degrease it and brush it and clear coat it. I think it'll come up nice. So yeah, very good. I'm happy with that. It come up pretty good. I don't know whether I should put a grub screw in the back of that to stop it spinning. It shouldn't matter. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere really. It's not going to make any difference. It's just to sit like that. Right. Looking at it, I could probably have taken that outside diameter down a little bit, but that's going to look alright. It's going to be on the floor, so you'll be looking at it from that angle. Alright. Alright, I'm going to shut things off. Might duck in and do what I've got to do in town before I have lunch. It's 11:30 at the moment, so yeah, I'll do that. I'll come back. I've got an appointment in the morning, but I'll get into it after I'm finished that. That'll be, I think it's 7:45 tomorrow, so I'll be back here by 10 and getting into it. So stay tuned. I'll talk to you then. Stay safe. Peace.